Hold on to your seats because Elon Musk has just dropped a bombshell in the housing world. In recent news, Tesla's owner has launched a $7,000 Tesla tiny house, a concept that's already turning heads. While traditional prefab homes can cost anywhere from $55,000 to $80,000, Tesla is offering a compact, sustainable alternative at only a fraction of that price. And it doesn't stop there. Rumors suggest Tesla might even include free land with the purchase. The big question is this truly the future of affordable housing, or just another one of Musk's bold, headline-grabbing schemes? Elon Musk's vision behind Tesla homes makes it clear he isn't just talking about cars anymore. He's setting his sights on the very ground we live on. But it's not the kind of home you'd expect, with brick walls, mortgage papers, and decades of debt. Instead, Musk envisions a fully functional, off-grid home priced at just $7,759, potentially sitting on land that could one day be free for everyone. At first, it may sound like fantasy, but so did reusable rockets until we all watched Falcon 9 boosters land upright. Tesla homes are starting to look less like a quirky side project and more like a revolution in the making. Musk isn't reinventing housing for fun. He's taking on one of the most broken systems on Earth. With skyrocketing real estate prices in the US and global housing shortages made worse by population growth and climate change, the crisis is undeniable. Having disrupted cars, rockets, and energy, Musk now sees housing as another arena where Tesla's sustainability ethos and manufacturing power can collide. The Tesla home isn't your typical prefabricated shack. It's sleek, compact, and built from green core materials, much like the recycled aluminum and plant-based composites already used in Tesla vehicles. Engineered for durability, these panels resist weather, reduce carbon footprints, and outperform traditional drywall and lumber. But the true innovation isn't in the walls, it's in what powers them. At the core of the design sits the Tesla Powerwall, seamlessly paired with solar technology to create a home that runs entirely off the grid. Imagine your roof doubling as a solar plant, storing energy, powering appliances, and even charging your car, all without the need for traditional utilities. What makes this vision even bolder is Musk's focus on scale. He doesn't just want a handful of eco-conscious buyers. He envisions mass production on a scale similar to Tesla's car factories, pumping out neighborhoods of compact, solar-powered homes like life-sized Lego bricks. Instead of years of construction and paperwork, these homes could be delivered and installed within days. And while the base price of $7,759 may not include land, logistics, or upgrades, even a slightly higher final cost would still make this one of the most affordable housing options ever, cheaper than many used cars. Musk has even hinted that land could be bundled in through partnerships or large-scale community projects, potentially leading to entire sustainable villages powered by the sun. Imagine waking up in a neighborhood where every home is solar-powered, every wall is sustainable, and every resident lives off the grid. This is the future Musk wants to build. Battery-backed and designed to leave almost no carbon footprint, Tesla's tiny home sounds like a utopian sketch from the 1980s, but it's 2026, and suddenly the idea doesn't feel so far-fetched. Naturally, critics are circling, pointing out that housing isn't the same as cars or rockets, and that regulations, zoning laws, and local politics have derailed many prefab housing projects in the past. But Musk is playing a different game. He's not just building houses, he's selling a vision. The promise goes beyond shelter. It's about independence from the grid, freedom from mortgages, and liberation from the idea that a home must be the heaviest financial burden of your life. That's where the allure lies. Buyers aren't just investing in walls and roofs, they're buying freedom. And if this sounds like hype, the momentum is hard to ignore. The tiny house movement has been growing for years, but it has lacked a global champion with the resources and charisma to mainstream it. Tesla could be that catalyst. With the same flair that turned electric cars from a niche curiosity into a worldwide race, Musk may very well transform how humanity thinks about housing. This isn't about slapping solar panels on a cabin. It's about rewriting the very DNA of modern living. And before you dismiss it as another Musk promise drifting in the clouds, just look around. We live in an era where artificial intelligence can scan the terracotta army and leave experts speechless, where mysteries that stood for millennia are unraveled by 21st century tools. Technology doesn't creep forward anymore. It leaps. And if Tesla homes leap the way Tesla cars did, then perhaps that $7,759 house with free land isn't science fiction at all, but the next disruption knocking on our door. So, is this vision realistic, or is it just another dazzling promise that will take decades to materialize? That brings us to the number everyone is scratching their heads over, $7,759. It's the headline price Musk announced for Tesla's upcoming home, and it's so low that people are wondering if he's trolling us again. But unlike a flippant tweet, this one feels different, because when you peel back the layers, there's actually a strategy here. The question isn't whether it's possible, but how Tesla plans to pull it off without bankrupting itself. The answer lies in the same playbook Musk used. With cars and rockets, mass production, recycled materials, prefab assembly, and a little sprinkle of audacity. Instead of relying on small-scale workshops where workers hammer nails under the sun, Tesla envisions robotic arms, laser-guided cutters, and an assembly line built for housing. If the company can mass-produce a car with thousands of moving parts, producing a box-shaped home with far fewer variables suddenly looks simple. And efficiency isn't just about speed, it's about cost. Every minute shaved off production is money saved, which is how Tesla can whisper a price tag under $8,000 while competitors can't even come close. Materials are another puzzle piece. While traditional construction juggles timber, steel, and concrete, Tesla has been experimenting with green core, a blend of recycled automotive waste and plant-based composites. Think of it as giving second life to the aluminum, plastics, and fibers used in cars, reshaped into walls and frames lighter and stronger than lumber. This approach slashes raw material costs, eliminates construction waste, and fits neatly into Musk's broader climate mission. But perhaps the real magic happens after you move in. A Tesla home isn't just four walls and a roof. It's a miniature energy ecosystem. Each house integrates seamlessly with solar roofing and the Tesla Powerwall, letting homeowners literally cut the cord with a grid. Imagine life with no electric bills, no blackouts, and no gas generators humming in the backyard. Over time, that level of independence doesn't just look like sustainability. It translates into thousands of dollars saved, proving that the upfront bargain could evolve into long-term financial freedom. The lifetime cost savings of Tesla's tiny home push it into the realm of almost unbelievable. Instead of being a financial burden, the house becomes an investment that pays itself back, something you'd never say about a standard mortgage. And this is where comparisons get interesting. A conventional tiny home in the U.S. averages between $30,000 and $60,000, with even the most stripped-down prefab units rarely dipping below $20,000. Globally, prefab houses are marketed as affordable, yet still land in the five-figure range. So when Tesla throws out a figure that's barely a quarter of that, it isn't just competitive pricing, it's a shockwave. Suddenly, millions of people who never imagined owning a home are paying attention. The psychology here is powerful. Tesla isn't only selling shelter, it's selling freedom from debt, landlords, and energy bills. Of course, there's a catch. That $7,759 figure likely won't cover land, shipping, or the add-ons that make a house truly livable. But even if the final price doubles or triples, Tesla still undercuts the competition. And if Musk can fold in land partnerships or community-scale deals, we may be talking about an era where housing costs less than the car parked in the driveway. It sounds surreal, like something out of a 1980s sci-fi magazine, but then again, we live in a world where artificial intelligence just scanned the terracotta army and revealed hidden details unseen for centuries. That's the kind of leap technology takes today, not creeping progress, but sudden jumps that leave us scrambling to catch up. So, why hasn't anyone else done this already? The answer is simple. They lack Tesla's scale, its ownership of both energy and battery tech, and its CEO who thrives on shattering stagnant industries. Traditional builders are bogged down by slow permits, unions, and local supply chains. Tesla, by contrast, is applying the brute force of a global automaker to one of the most inefficient sectors on Earth. It's the same mentality that let SpaceX slash rocket launch costs when no one thought it possible. At the end of the day, the $7,759 home isn't just about affordability. It's a statement. It declares that the housing industry is bloated, inefficient, and ripe for disruption. It says sustainability doesn't have to come with a premium price. And it shows that, love him or hate him, Musk is once again rewriting the rules. Whether this price holds true or becomes another one of his infamous stretch goals, one thing is certain. The housing world has been put on notice. But here's the twist. What if Tesla isn't just challenging how we build homes, but how we own land itself? Could Elon Musk really make property free? This is where the rumor mill collides with reality. Whispers online suggest Tesla won't just sell futuristic homes for $7,759, but might also throw in the land underneath them. A two-for-one deal that sounds more like a late-night infomercial from the 1980s than real estate in the 2020s. But is Musk really about to hand out land like a complimentary charger with your Model 3, or is this just another viral myth inflated by the internet? To understand the buzz, you have to look at how speculation works in the Musk era. When he hints at something, the world listens, and the internet fills in the blanks with stories he never told. Facebook posts, TikTok clips, and YouTube videos claim Tesla will not only launch these compact homes, but also solve the one factor that keeps housing astronomically expensive: land. In a world where zoning laws and rising property values lock ordinary people out of ownership, the idea that Musk might bulldoze tradition and make land free is intoxicating. The problem? It's not true. Fact-checkers at PolitiFact dug into the claims and found zero evidence Tesla ever promised free land. Instead, the rumors stem from wishful thinking, misinterpretations, and creative spins on Musk's broader vision. That said, Musk has fueled speculation by musing about entire solar-powered tiny home villages, communities where prefab units sit on shared or leased land. In practice, Tesla could control large plots and lease them at rock-bottom rates, making the land feel practically free compared to conventional mortgages. But no government is about to erase centuries of property law overnight. Real estate remains a tangle of zoning restrictions, taxes, and entrenched interests that even the most innovative billionaire can't simply override. And the legal headaches don't end there. Discussions online already highlight how land disputes could explode if Tesla tried to bypass traditional frameworks. Musk may want to disrupt the way we live, but real estate isn't like rockets or cars. It's deeply tied to politics and laws designed to resist disruption. Even if Tesla shipped homes tomorrow, every unit would still sit on land owned, taxed, and regulated by someone. Free land for everyone? That would trigger court battles long before the first foundation was poured. So, why does the rumor keep spreading? Because it feels like something Musk would do. This is, after all, the man who built reusable rockets when NASA said it was impossible, who launched a car into space for fun, and who talks seriously about colonizing Mars. If colonizing Mars can be pitched as casually as a weekend camping trip, then handing out land almost sounds mundane by comparison. The myth of Tesla giving away free land has staying power because it blends Musk's reputation for radical disruption with people's deepest hopes for affordable living. In truth, the rumor says more about the desperation of today's housing market than about Tesla's actual plans. People want to believe that anyone, can finally break the cycle of high rents and impossible mortgages. And maybe, in the long run, that's the real story. Not that Musk is literally giving away property, but that he has sparked the imagination of millions who can now envision a world where such a thing might exist. Whether through cooperative villages, low-cost leases, or sustainable prefab neighborhoods, there's a kernel of possibility inside the exaggeration. Much like the terracotta army warriors recently scanned by AI, where experts were stunned by hidden details revealed after centuries underground, the Tesla land rumor forces us to look past the hype and ask what deeper truths might be hiding underneath. Free land may be a fantasy, but a reimagined system where ordinary people can afford not just a roof, but also a patch of earth to stand on? That's the disruptive vision that keeps this rumor alive, even if the facts tell another story. But if the land isn't free, then how exactly does Tesla plan to make housing affordable on a massive scale? Enter public reaction. The moment the Tesla home rumor went viral, social media turned into a circus. On TikTok and YouTube, reactions flooded in, people laughing, crying, debating whether a $7,759 house is genius or a scam in waiting. Fans hailed Musk as a savior of sustainability, imagining off-grid eco-villages powered entirely by solar panels and Tesla batteries. Critics, meanwhile, rolled their eyes, skeptical about durability, and convinced the real catch lies in land ownership. The result? Hype, skepticism, and memes colliding all at once. If Tesla actually delivers, this isn't just a quirky tiny house story, it's the potential spark of a housing revolution. Imagine entire villages where your home, your car, and your power grid exist as one seamless ecosystem. Leasehold models could reshape land use, while off-grid communities might rise in places once thought untouchable. Analysts are already speculating that Tesla could disrupt the housing market the same way it transformed the auto industry. But the question remains, is this truly a bold new chapter, or just another promise hovering somewhere between dream and reality? Either way, that's the latest from Elon Musk and his Tesla team. Now the world is left to wonder, is this the future in the making, or simply another round of PR wizardry?